Hey folks, in this episode we're going to be packaging beef cheeks for freezing. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host Jerry Hansen. This is the Dude in the Kitchen series, and I was gifted a bunch of extra meat that folks don't normally like to take. So my friends, they butchered 4 cows, one of which I purchased. We're getting it. It's hanging right now, and it's going to be at the butcher's for a while because it has a processing time. Anyway, in the meantime, while the butcher was there, he took cheeks and other parts from the cow. And today I'm going to be processing beef cheeks. We're going to just put them in vacuum sealed bags to put them in the freezer, which will give them a longer shelf life. So let's get started. I've got this Black & Decker sealer, and I purchased some extra bags. I'll go ahead and leave a link down below for a vacuum sealer that you guys can purchase and have delivered right to your door from Amazon. So I got to get busy. Now, using the vacuum sealer is quite easy. You cut the bag out to the size you're going to need for the size of each cheek. We're going to put 1 cheek per bag. That's it. So first of all, I need to put a seal at the end of this one. So let's do the seal. And I like to inspect my seal right across here to make sure there's no gaps in it. It looks like a good solid seal. So now we can load this with a beef cheek and vacuum and seal the other end of that bag. I saw some really good recipes for beef cheeks, slow cooked in a cooker. Come on, cheek, get in there. There we go. Okay, and I'm inspecting for the seal. We got a good seal, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the freezer. Once I get it frozen, I'm going to go ahead and pull the bags out, clean them up before they go out in the main freezer, and I'll make sure I label and date the bags. Okay, we do another one. Make sure my bag is big enough to accommodate those cheeks. So there's 4 cows, so we got 8 cheeks I'm packaging today. A little bit too much bag. Okay, the last cheek, and this one's a big one. The bag is almost not big enough, but there, I got it. Cut off the excess. The 8 beef cheeks. Yeah, we got 8 beef cheeks. Last one to go to the freezer. Now, mind you, I will label this beef cheek, and then I'll label it the date the animal was slaughtered and the date I packed it. Now, recommended to store in the freezer 4 to 6 months to retain the quality and nutrition. You can, they say you can store it indefinitely for as long as it's maintained at 0 degrees Fahrenheit or below. So I'm going to be processing these further into meals, and then I'll be doing something else with those meals to be able to give them a longer shelf life and still retain all the quality of it. Now, I primarily do go by the guidelines of the USDA. This book is available. I'll leave a link for it down below. I purchased this from Amazon. This is a 2021 printing of a revised 2015. Now, unfortunately, the USDA has been defunded as far as their testing goes, so it left a big vacuum over what is safe to can and how to can it, because there's different methods of canning. Right now, I'm just going through the method of freezing and going by the recommendations on length of freezing, and then I'll go get into canning, and we'll touch on that once I get to that show, so stay tuned for more episodes. So as far as other research that's ongoing for canning and preserving, since the USDA is no longer funded for doing these tests, they stopped doing the research, I think in 2015. Anyway, we can accept the research that are done by other funded laboratories, and I'm talking about colleges and universities. They do the same type of lab testing and trials for food preservation and canning. Georgia State, Montana State, and Utah State, they're all good resources for continuing a little bit. Now they're losing funding too, so be careful. Be very careful with canning. You don't want to get yourself in trouble with botulism. Anyway, follow USDA guidelines, and I advocate check into the .edu websites for safe food processing. I got more meat to can or process, and stay tuned for those shows. I've already done liver, and now I just completed beef cheeks. We've got 2 more varieties of meat I got free from 4 cows. Yeah, so stay tuned for those. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing, clicking my bell icon, and swapping howdies. Yeah, leave me a comment and swap howdies. Hey, we'll see you guys in the next adventure. Be safe, always be kind. Bye-bye now.